Hi, I'm Christian De La Cruz. I'm the youth coordinator.
I am Anatoly Burke. I'm the youth coordinator.
And we are
Youth Speaking Out!
It slowly onset after me over the years. Like, ever since I was young, I used to be kind of the prodigy child of the entire family. I was one of the only ones that didn't get into too much trouble. As I grew older, unfortunately, I was slowly dealt with more struggles of the real world as my memories gone to take place. Most of them is just problems with my parents fighting a lot, but I've learned both healthy and unhealthy ways to deal with it, but that's an entirely other thing. I would say that I overcame depression. It took a lot of time for me to get over it, but once I did find out how to, well, overcome it, pretty much what I did was I went to a few therapists. We talked a lot. Recently, a couple years ago, the last therapist I went to, my dad died recently, and he was a good man. So it was kind of hard to get over that type of topic with him, but after, I'd say about a few months, almost a year, we finally came to a conclusion that I mostly am my father on not only just a physical appearance like kind of level, but also a spiritual level. And we kind of came to terms that I don't have to live up to his example, and that I can do whatever I really want here in the real world. I'd say for anyone who's suffered a loss or anything, who is going through a bit of a hard time, keep your chin up. Like, you don't have to dwell on the past. Like, there are other things that you can do that make you happy, and who knows, even if you're a bit grouchy, maybe all you just need is a fun time. You know, hang out with some family, friends, probably just go on a good game or two, just have a laugh. As a kid, I didn't necessarily have many friends out. I was moving around a lot because of financial struggles, so it was kind of hard to maintain any long-distance friends. Like one year, I would probably make some friends at preschool, next one kindergarten, first, second. Only until I reached West Warwick in 2010, that was when I truly ever decided to settle down and probably make some good friends along the way. I'd say for anyone who's probably feeling kind of shy talking to someone, like maybe you see a cute girl or guy out on the other side of the room, or maybe even somewhere in the cafeteria, don't be afraid. Just, you know, work up the courage. You don't have to talk to them right then and there. You can probably just wait until the moment's right. Like, eventually, even if it does seem to take a long time, it might just be in your mind. You never know.
My name is Carol. I'm 15 years old. I go to West Warwick High School, and I'm in the 9th grade. My dream job when I get older is to be an aerospace engineer for NASA, and I want to work in structural engineering, and that has been my dream ever since I was a little girl. To actually get on the path of following my dream to get there one day, I intend on working my hardest in school and trying to stay out of trouble and keep up my grades. And it can kind of be a struggle sometimes, but it's going to be worth it in the end. There's quite a few obstacles that do stand in the way of me achieving my goal one day. One of the biggest ones is a lot of people tell me that I can't do it, and because of my mental health issues or my other problems, a lot of people will tell me that, no, you're not good enough for it, you can't achieve that one day. You should just give up while you're ahead. And the biggest problem that's probably one of the biggest struggles. And what I can really say about that is to not give up and to not listen to the people who say you can't do something. Because if you listen to them and you let them get in your head, you won't be able to do it. You just have to believe in yourself. My experience with depression has been quite extensive. I've had it since I was about 11 years old, and it's really warped my perception of how things around me actually are and how I think and perceive things. For example, a lot of the time it would make me think different situations in my life were a lot worse than they actually were, and I'd get really, really down about them, and I wouldn't be able to get myself out of that phase. And it was hard to keep my head up and get through every day and to know that there was going to be better times ahead. And the biggest thing is to not give up. And with the support of my friends and my family and my doctors and medication, of course, I was able to overcome my depression and to learn how to function and exist with it as a normal human being and not have any problems because of it. My advice is to not give up. Sometimes things can seem really hard, but as long as you hang in there and you keep trying your best, that's all that matters. You're a person, you're alive, you exist, and you're worth it.
My name is Dante. I am 14. I go to Cranston West. I know that acceptance is you have to get to know somebody no matter how they look, what they wear, what their race is. You just you can't judge a book by its cover. You can't necessarily just say, oh, he's weird because he wears those clown shoes. No, you can't do that. You have to accept people for who they are. And you can't judge people too much because you gotta kind of worry about yourself before you can judge someone else. I picked acceptance because it kind of relates to it's a kind of a big topic in our world today, because all over social media there's name calling, there's bullying, there's swears, there's racism, there's pretty much everything if you just know where to find it. And my second topic is following your dreams. I picked that because I'm still working on it myself, and I need to I'm still working on it, and I need to push myself towards following my dreams more. I know my dad told me that you can't get anything without working. Nothing's easy to get. You have to work for it. Nothing's easy. You have to keep on pushing yourself no matter what happens. You have to be strong, and you have to mature in the real world because it's just gonna walk over you if you don't and stuff. And there's a lot to that I really feel personally connected with. I did have ADHD, but I learned to overcome it by breathing exercises. I used to have also anger management. I'd breathe in and then I'd breathe out and I'd feel better, and I just keep on doing it. It doesn't work on the first try. You have to keep on going and stuff.
My name is Dwayne Dodd Jr. I go to Cranston West High School. I have a twin brother named Dante. I have a lot of older siblings, and I have an obsession with cats. My topic is self-confidence when it comes to dealing with other people and doing things you wouldn't normally do. Like having the self-confidence to stand up for yourself or for a friend. If your friend was being bullied in the hallway, you automatically, some people don't have the confidence to say something or do anything to stop it. But how to do self-confidence, deal with it, is you strive to be better. You strive to be a leader and try to lead all the people around you. And then once you're able to lead, that'll give you the confidence to do the things you want. Stopping a kid from being bullying in a school hallway, that's easy, because all you have to do is say something to a teacher that might give you a boost of self-confidence to do something else. It was when I was in 5th grade, walking down the hallway going to my locker, and I seen some kid push my friend, and out of reaction, I pushed him out of the way and basically kept him away from my friend, and a teacher came and brought the kid to the office. advice would to be, if you see something happening, obviously don't sit there and do nothing. And your way of thinking, it's only the way you want to do it to stop the problem is your way. But if the certain ways will have consequences after doing it, and you have to strive to be great. Once you're at a certain level, like getting self-confidence to talk to people. When you're conversating with them, try to think of something you might both agree on or like to do and stuff, like sports, for example. If you know a lot about sports and they do, talk about sports and stuff. So, yeah. Social friendships, they're easy to obtain. All you have to do is talk to people. If they don't, there will always be someone there that will agree with you and like how you like you for you. But there's always those people who throw you aside and say, "Oh, you're weird. You don't need to be here in our circle of friends." But as long as even if it's one friend, just be a friend to him. Be a good friend. When I was little, I used to move a lot, move every 8 months. I moved to a different house and it was a different school. And me and my brother weren't able to make many friends. If we made friends, we'd probably eventually end up losing them because of us moving. So we tried not to, but me and my brother are really friendly people, and a lot of people like us, and so every school we would go to, we'd talk to someone, and then everyone would start liking us and stuff. So, yeah. Just talk to someone. Even if they might not look like they will want to talk to you, just go conversate with someone. If they're in a conversation, or just go to a table. You could wait for someone to conversate with you, but it's possible you might not. There might not be someone that will walk up to you and talk to you. You have to do it yourself sometimes. You got to put in the work to talk to people.
My experiences with social friendships. My first friend, I didn't have any friends in elementary, not a single one. And then one day I was paired up with a kid on field day, just random pairing. But he's still my good friend till this day. And he taught me how to play Frisbee that day, but basically we became best friends the next year in 5th grade, and it was basically the start of what became a big friend group of around 15 to 20 people. Some problems I face with social friendships are basically, I don't really have much because, well, I would say more fights, but maybe more so that I couldn't help them when they needed it, and, I've gotten them in trouble. Things like that have happened over the years, but there have been some instances where I don't know how to help them. I feel helpless. That's what the problems I face with them. I feel helpless, when they don't want my help or when they're trying to get my help. I don't know what to say. That's what's happened, and that's some problems I faced. Some benefits of having social friendships are the fact that basically having them means you have someone you can rely on throughout your life, if you will. Basically, it's someone who you can rely on, and you can basically, they can help you and then you can help them. It's kind of like the golden rule, except a little more adapted to friendship. But yeah, basically you need that person in your life.